Stop. Put the wallet away. If you are even thinking about buying an Apple TV right now, you are about to make a mistake that you will regret in less than 3 months. We have seen the leaks, we have tracked the supply chain, and the reality is that the current model is officially dead tech walking. The next generation is not just a speed bump, it is a fundamental shift in how Apple wants to run your home. Today, on TechVibe, we are breaking down the specific, game-changing upgrades coming to the 2026 Apple TV 4K that make the current model look like a fossil. Let's get into it. It has been years since a meaningful update. We waited through 2024. We waited through 2025. Silence. But finally, the dam has broken. Massive leaks have just hit the wire regarding the upcoming Apple TV 4K, and let me tell you, Apple has not been sleeping, they have been rebuilding. We are talking about a device that finally blurs the line between a streaming box and a gaming console. If you thought the Apple TV was just for watching Netflix, you need to see what is coming. Let's be real for a second. The current Apple TV 4K, the one powered by the A15 Bionic, is still excellent. It is snappy, it is clean, and it crushes the competition from Roku and Fire TV in terms of pure user interface speed. So, why did Apple wait so long to update it? Why skip the usual 2-year cycle? The answer lies in one word: intelligence. According to the latest supply chain reports and analyst notes from reliable sources like Ming-Chi Kuo and Bloomberg, the delay was not about hardware issues, it was about waiting for the software to catch up. The next Apple TV is positioned to be the dedicated AI brain of your smart home, and to do that, it needs a serious heart transplant. The biggest news is the processor. We are moving away from the A15. The consensus among leakers is that Apple is skipping a generation and jumping straight to the A17 Pro or potentially a binned version of the A18. This is the same 3nm architecture found in the iPhone 15 Pro series. Why put that much power in a black plastic puck? 2 reasons. First, Apple Intelligence. We know that the new, smarter Siri requires roughly 8 GB of RAM and significant neural engine power to process requests on device for privacy. The current Apple TV simply cannot handle the large language models Apple wants to run. The new model will likely process your voice commands locally, meaning instant response times for smart home control. No more waiting. You ask, it happens. This shift towards local processing is critical because it removes the cloud latency that has plagued smart homes for a decade. Second, and this is the exciting part, gaming. Apple has been trying to crack the gaming code for a decade. With the A17 Pro, they finally have a chip capable of hardware-accelerated ray tracing. We are hearing strong rumors that Apple is working with developers to bring console-class titles specifically to this device. We are not talking about mobile games anymore. We are talking about Resident Evil, Assassin's Creed, and Death Stranding running natively on your TV, at stable frame rates. Is it going to kill the PS5? No. But for the casual gamer, this box just became a legitimate console substitute. This aligns perfectly with Apple's push into services. They do not just want to sell you the box, they want you subscribed to Apple Arcade, and for that, they need better hardware. Now, let's talk about the plumbing. The 2026 Apple TV is rumored to feature the custom-designed Apple Wi-Fi 7 chip. If you stream high bitrate content from a local Plex server, or if you plan on using cloud gaming services, this is massive. Wi-Fi 7 offers drastically lower latency and higher throughput. It is effectively as good as an Ethernet cable, but wireless. Speaking of Ethernet, do not expect it on the base model. The Apple tax is real. We expect the base model to remain Wi-Fi only, with the gigabit Ethernet port reserved for the higher storage tier. This segmentation strategy has worked well for them in the past, pushing enthusiasts to spend that extra cash for the peace of mind of a wired connection. Here is where things get controversial. For the last 18 months, there have been persistent whispers about a built-in camera or a dedicated gesture sensor. The idea is that you could control the TV with hand gestures. However, recent leaks suggest Apple might have scrapped the built-in camera to keep costs down, opting instead for a deeper integration with continuity camera. But there is a twist. There is a very strong rumor about a new smart home hub accessory that might launch alongside the Apple TV. It is possible the camera rumors were actually about that device. But if Apple does manage to squeeze a small lens into the Apple TV chassis, it changes the game completely for FaceTime in the living room. Hardware is useless without software. The new Apple TV will launch with tvOS 20, which is rumored to include a major UI overhaul. We are hearing about a liquid interface that moves away from the static grid of apps. Imagine a UI that changes based on the time of day or who is sitting in front of the TV. If you have an Apple Watch, the TV might detect you entered the room and automatically switch to your profile. Furthermore, the integration with Matter and Thread will be tighter than ever, ensuring that all your smart lights and locks talk to each other even if your internet goes down. We also need to address the remote. The Siri remote is already the gold standard, but the new version is rumored to finally include a U1 or U2 chip for Find My integration. We have all lost the remote in the couch cushions. With this update, you will be able to use your iPhone to track the remote down with precision finding, just like an AirTag. It is a small quality of life feature, but it solves a universal pain point. So, how much will this cost you? The current generation starts at $129. Analysts are torn here. One camp believes Apple wants to crush the competition and will drop the price to $99. But looking at Apple's history? That is unlikely. The inclusion of the A19 Pro chip is expensive. The more realistic prediction is that Apple holds the line at $129 for the Wi-Fi model and pushes the Pro Ethernet model to $169. It is a premium price, but for a device that will likely last you another 5 years, the value proposition is undeniably there. So, here is the bottom line. If you have the first Gen 4K or the old HD model, this upgrade is a no-brainer. The speed difference alone is worth the price of admission. But if you have the 2022 model, you only need to upgrade if you care about two things, gaming and AI. If you just watch Netflix, save your cash. But if you want the smartest living room on the block, start saving now. We are expecting a spring launch, so stay tuned. Apple is doing what they do best, building a walled garden that is so comfortable, you never want to leave. The 2026 Apple TV isn't just a box, it is the anchor for their AI strategy. I want to know your thoughts. Is ray tracing on an Apple TV something you actually care about, or is it just a gimmick? Let me know in the comments down below. I read every single one. Don't forget to subscribe to TechVibe for the latest leaks as we get closer to launch day. We will see you in the next one.